called it. So it's a safety type of play.
And it's a safeties type of matchup, of course, as well.
Yeah.
What stands out to you about your role against that offense?
It's just getting everybody on the same page, making sure we're all on the same call, because this offense does present some problems as far as the motions that they present and stuff like that throughout the week.
What is JuJu being in that offense? Maybe how does that change things for them?
It slows things down a little bit rather than having Tyreek in there, but it just gives them another hard-nosed guy, where a catch and run type of guy. Once JuJu catches the ball, he's very dynamic when he gets the ball in his hands. So, and then also just another veteran that understands the game, understands what people are defending them, and you see a lot of times JuJu is making a lot of those adjustments. The same thing as Kelsey has done for over the years. So, JuJu's done a really good job for himself over there. Hopefully, I think he's coming back this week from concussion. Yeah, so we'll be excited to see him. My bad. He played at Pittsburgh, was always able to create a connection there. So it'd be cool to see him again.
When you look at kind of how that offense looks now, a lot of people have said, is it going to be? Can y'all replicate not holding Mahomes without a touchdown for third straight game, essentially in the second half? What about what y'all did in the second half and those two matchups you think is replicable?
Yeah, I think in the second half, we got off on third down. That was the biggest thing. They're the number one team on third down, and that's when they have their most successes, when they continue to make drives, but like I said, I think we did a really good job of knowing how they were attacking us. In the second half, we got a little bit more matching, and was able to stop them in the second half.
Why do you think you guys are so good at making adjustments under Lou? And you guys play so many different defenses, so many different adjustments that you make. Why are you guys so good at that?
No, I think that we just have a really good group, connected group. When adjustments are being made, there's conversations that's in between players, and not just coach making a call and then, okay, we're all fine. I think we do a really good job of, me and Vonn talking to each other, Logan and Pratt talking to each other, just making sure every level is on the same page when we make those adjustments. So, a lot of teams get us on a play, but it'd be damned if we get them. We'd be damned if they get us a second time. So, I think that's what we do really well on defense.
The pick in the championship game was your tip. That was kind of a product of pocket.
Right.
It was basically like the time he stood over the ball.
Yeah, that's just us playing ball. I think Vonn was in a perfect position. I was over the top. I keep telling everybody it was made to happen like that. I tipped it to him perfect. But I had no clue he was right there until he caught it. So, it's just a good play. Just says a lot about what our defense is about. Just playing team defense, and whoever makes the play makes the play.
That in the red zone, right? The red zone was big in that game, but red zone's been big for you the last month.
Right. No, that's big on any team, any championship type like a game. When you can force really good offenses to kick field goals, just like last week. I think they went 0 for 3 last week in the red zone, and you've seen a lot of those drives end with touchdowns, with Derrick Henry just going in wildcat. So we were always prepared for any of those critical situations. You talk about third down, red zone, fourth down, 2 minute. We're always really detailed in those areas. So I think that's what shows when we have success.
Do you think your receivers enjoy? T didn't want to talk about what Justin said yesterday, but do you think they enjoy when guys think that they can stop them and then they feel like they got something to prove on Sunday?
Oh yeah, I've been able to experience it being on the same team as them in training camp. So I know what it gets like once people start talking to those guys. So. I just hope they're ready for it. I know other guys will.
What does it get like?
There's a lot of words to be said, and then you add Joe Mixon onto that. So I'm happy it was limited to what the things were said online. So we'll see. Probably we'll see some memes and stuff like that this Sunday. It'll be a good matchup.
Sometimes actions speak a lot louder than words, Jesse. 2 years ago, when Vonn lays out JuJu, do you still look back at that play and think the impact it had on this franchise?
Yeah. was thinking about that. That was not a good time for Cincinnati. We weren't very well. We weren't very good. And coming in, I think, was that a Monday night game?
Monday night.
Yeah, Monday night game, and we come in and beat the Steelers. That was almost the start of the turnaround almost. But yeah, I'm sure JuJu, he kind of sees that. I mean, he got knocked out on a play like that against the Jaguars, so it was a great hit. I'm happy he didn't get knocked out against us because that type of stuff is scary in the game of football. But yeah, I'm sure JuJu have his head on the swivel a little bit for Vonn Bell. So.
That kind of ignited you guys. I mean, it's kind of, some would say it kind of kept going into 21.
Yeah, like I said, I think that was kind of like the movement of us continue to play really good football together. We weren't there at that point. We weren't playing for a lot, but the culture was the biggest thing, and just playing for each other. So, yeah.
Kind of going back to, with the Justin Reid comments, you kind of heard Tyreek make similar comments on the other side of the ball, a few weeks ago before Thursday night. How do you kind of compare it to that? And from a safety's perspective, what do you make of hearing like another safety kind of make comments like that?
Yeah, similar to when Tyreek said that about Eli. We were like, hey, he comes for one of us, comes for all of us. So I'm sure the offense is the same thing as us times 10. So like I said, I'm happy. You didn't get Joe Mix, you didn't get TB, you didn't get T. Higgins all to send a tweet out. So I think they probably wanted to, but like I said, there will be a lot of words, I'm sure, on that side of the ball.
Does that show great Twitter discipline?
Yeah, I guess you could say that shows discipline, protecting the team. That's one of our team rules. So, all that stuff is fun. It's gonna be a big game this week. But at the end of the day, whoever executes and makes the plays, at the end of the day, is gonna win the game. And then we'll move on.